Am I the asshole for not helping out my half-brother financially? Not in the US. When I 23 female was 15, my dad cheated on my mom. It was a messy divorce and hurted me deeply as they always had a loving marriage. My mom sank into depression and was emotionally unavailable for me. My paternal grandfather stepped in and forced my dad to transfer most of his valuables, properties, and money under my name. With grandfather acting as my guardian, grandmother passed when I was 11. My dad had a well-paying job, so he was able to more or less maintain the same lifestyle. He married his affair partner Kim a year after the divorce. My custody was 50-50 between dad and mom. I mostly kept to myself when I had to stay with dad. Kim did not try to build a relationship with me in any way. When I was 18, grandfather got into a car accident that left him helpless. He needed a full-time nurse to look after his daily needs and was unable to communicate with any of us. During that time, Kim became pregnant a few months before my half-brother was born. My grandfather passed away. My grandparents were not wealthy, but they did have some properties and valuables and a decent amount of money. In his will, he split all he had 3 ways: my uncle, my aunt, and me. My dad got an equivalent of $300. Kim tried to protest that my half-brother should get something too, but the will was clear. My dad told me and her that all he had in the future would go to my half-brother since I already got his share of inheritance from grandfather. I told him he could do whatever as I wanted very little to do with him and Wald have as little to do with him from then on. I go to a good college and am on track for a very well-paying job. I have very little contact with my dad's immediate family. A few months ago, however, my dad passed from a heart attack. He left behind a house and 2 cars that are still not fully paid for. He had some money but not enough to pay off everything. Kim did not have a well-paying job before my dad, and she quitted her job after she was pregnant. She contacted me through my uncle and aunt that she is struggling and would like me to help pay for the house and cover some living costs. She had already sold 1 car and did her best to cut out a lot of expenses. I told her she's on her own. My paternal family now calls me selfish for not looking out for my half-brother. They said grandfather would have wanted me to take care of him, as he is innocent in all of this. I just think this is not at all my problem. Am I the asshole?